Hey guys, here I am again, and this time I'm going to try to show you how to make this origami fractal flower designed by me, of course. And this is a very interesting geometric design because here you can see 8 spikes kind of sticking out, and also those small ones with the same pattern. So theoretically, if you have a piece of paper that's big enough, you can technically repeat the same pattern over and over again, smaller and smaller toward the center. So with some special folds, of course I'll show you in this video that you'll be able to do this. And this is a bit more complicated comparing to my previous instructions, the origami latios latias and the color changing spiral. So if you're confident enough that you have the skill to make this, please try it. And if you've never touched origami before, or if you don't think you have enough experience, I suggest you to try something easier before you try this. And yeah. So to make this, I suggest you to use tracing paper or other types of paper that you can see through easily. Because when you finish this model, if you put it in front of a light source, for example, a light or the sun, and you see through it, it's going to show you a really nice effect. So you can see the structure of the whole design. So it's really beautiful. You should do that. Okay, so here you see I'm using a piece of tracing paper that's approximately 22 centimeters in side length. And with a piece of paper that's this big, I am only able to complete 3 cycles of the pattern. So if you use a much bigger piece of paper, you might be able to complete more cycles, but this is how far I got. Right? And yeah, let's start. First of all, you want to start off with folding the sides to the sides. Alright, and after you've done that, fold the diagonals. So from one corner to the other, the opposite one. Okay, now you have 4 crease lines on this piece of paper, and now fold the angle bisector of this angle here, so from this edge to the middle line. Like so. And then unfold it. Right, now you have this line here. And then do the same thing on the opposite angle. Alright, and after this, you want to repeat the same steps on the 3 angles of the square. Alright, now that you've done that, you will find an octagon in the center of the square. And now what you want to do is fold a rabbit here on these 3 crease lines. So fold them together like this. Right, and fold this flap to the right. Here. And now bring this point, you see this vertical crease line here, you want to fold this up, and also the crease line here, you want to fold it as well. So fold this point up and bring the paper to the right. So bring it to the right like this, and then flatten it. Here. Right, and now do the same thing. Do the same thing with this angle here. So fold it up and fold this crease line at the same time. So fold it up and here. Right. And now repeat the same step. Bring this corner or this point up and fold the paper up too. So basically you repeat the same step 8 times on this piece of paper. You fold this angle to the left and bring the paper up. And now when you get here, this is similar to my other design, the color changing spiral. So if you want to make the rest of the folds easier, you need to unfold the previous folds you made. So 3 of them would be good. Alright, unfold it to here, and now you can do them more easily. So this one, and bring this angle down. And this one. Now, because you have done the previous folds already, so now it's easier to fold them back again. So just following the existing crease lines to fold everything together like this. Alright, so now you have 4 big flaps and 4 small flaps hiding behind the 4 big flaps like this. And now fold one of these big flaps to the left, just to leave the crease line here, because you want the crease line on both sides. Fold it to the right, like to the left, like this, and then do the same thing on everything else. So fold this one kind of up, and this one. So basically you change the direction of all these flaps. And the last one's under the big flap, so just fold it down and fold the big flap back. Right. And now fold this big flap, fold this angle to the to the point up here. So from here to there, like this. Alright. Now you need to fold the angle bisector of, if I open it, you'll see the angle bisector of this angle. So make this edge meet the center line. So now you have this, and you spin it kind of to the right and fold it down like this. Alright. And now fold the angle bisector of this angle and also here. So basically just fold it to the left like this and tuck it in there. So here. Now you have something like this, right? These three angle bisectors meeting this point. So you have this, and now you need to pull the inner layer of this part out. So there's two layers, and you pull the inside. Basically, you reverse the directions of the three folds here. Pull them out like this. Right. And now you have the same thing on both sides. So like this, right? And now open this pocket here and squash it down to form a square like this, right? And then now fold this angle up to this point and pull the paper together so it's basically half a bird base. So fold it up and here. Like this, you have something like this. Alright, just make sure you're doing this the same thing. Alright, now we're gonna deal with the small flap on the left. So again, open this pocket and flatten it like this. Right. And now you need to mark both the angle bisectors here. So first of all, this one, fold this edge to this line here. And unfold it and fold the other side. this. And now following the crease lines you just made, you need to pull this point up or left here. So you just kind of pull it up like this. And fold it up. This is called a petal fold, right? I think I never like really precisely know all what the folds are, so I can't really say them with confidence. But I think this is called a petal fold. So yeah, you go from here up to here. Now you have 2 of these done. So what you need to do is repeat the same steps on all the 6 remaining flaps. Right? And I'm gonna time lapse through it. Alright, now one thing that I did not mention earlier is that you should always try to make your folds as precise as possible when you make this model. And of course you should always keep your folds precise when you're folding anything, really. But for this origami it's really important because when you get to these small parts, a small error can make a big difference. So you should pay attention to your precision. And anyways, so now I'm done the 8 pleats here, and you have something like this, right? And now you fold, or not fold, you flip the whole model over, right? So you will see this octagon again. And now fold one of the corners to the center. Like this, but only leave a crease line here. So leave a crease line here and then unfold it. Here. Right. And now do the same thing on all 7 other sides. Alright, now after I'm done you see an even smaller octagon in the center. Right, now we're gonna use that. So you need to fold these 2 lines together, and there's gonna be another line here. So fold these 3 lines together. Like this. This is kind of also in rabbit here, although it doesn't look exactly the same. It's the same fold. So fold them up like this and fold this little flap to the right. Like this. Right? And now do the same thing here. So again, fold these 2 here, and also there's going to be another line here, right? So fold it up like this and fold this flap to the right. Alright, and then you do the same thing all over again for 6 more times. And again, of course, when you get here, it's similar to the previous step. If you get here, you're supposed to unfold the previous steps that you made so that it's easier to complete the last few steps. So fold them up like this. And then fold the steps that you've unfolded back. So it's gonna look like something like this. Okay, now flip it over again, and you see it's gonna look like something like this. And there's gonna be 8 flaps that meet in the center. So you wanna fold one of them out as much as you can. So fully extend it. Like this. And of course do the same thing for all 7 other flaps. Okay, after you've done that, you just flip it back over once again, and now you can see the basic shape of the model, right? It's gonna look like something like that. Or actually, this is the side that this is gonna become. So like this. See, we have already completed one cycle of the pattern now, right? Now we'll be working on this little triangle here. So first of all, fold the angle bisector here, like this. Right? And now fold the other angle bisector here, and also this one, so make them meet in the center, and fold it up like this. And now this little flap is supposed to go down, so you fold it down like this. Right? And now do the same thing on all other 7 triangles. Okay, if you're done that, now I'm sorry to tell you, but you need to unfold all the folds you made for the last step. Now this is why it gets annoying sometimes, because you get through a lot of hard work, but just to leave the crease lines there, it's not even the final result. But it's a necessary work, so if you want to fold this model, you have to go through it. And okay, here the last step is the next step is not necessarily necessary, but so it's, if you do the next step, you can it's gonna be easier for the following steps. So alright, fold all these triangles to the other side like this. now fold, actually you need to do the same thing. Fold the 3 angle bisectors of the little triangle, but just fold them in the other direction, so it's reversed. Basically you do the same thing. Here. Now you get the idea, so just repeat the same thing on all 7 other triangles once again. Okay, now after we finish this, you've guessed it, we need to unfold everything again. So it's gonna look like this now. And something even worse is that you need to unfold more. So unfold all these folds you made. So spread them up to this octagon that we made before. Alright, here. Yeah, I get it, that was a lot of work you did, but it seems like they were for nothing, but now is how they're gonna be useful. And this is gonna be a fun step. So, you see how you can kind of stick your finger into this inner layer here? You kind of fold it up, or this is not even folding, you're more like poking it up. Just fold all the 8 sides up. And make sure you fold all these 8 sides into mountain folds. Before this there were valley folds, and now you fold them up into mountain folds like this. Alright, now you kind of have this thing that kind of looks like a jellyfish maybe, or something like that. That's why I call it the fun step, because it gives you this fun shape. And now you see how all these sides are sticking out like this. Now you need to poke them in there one by one. So here, like this, just poke it in there. Like this. Right? Now do the same thing on all 7 other sides. I'm saying that a lot on this video. Do the same thing on all 7 other sides. Because this geometric design is about a lot of repeating, but that does give you a lot that does give you a good effect in the end when you finish it, so I think it's worth it if you really enjoy folding. So yeah. Alright, you just kind of poke all of them in there. Okay, now you will have something like this, right? right? There's gonna be 8, what do you call this thing? I'm not sure. Well, anyways, there's gonna be 8 holes in this shape. And now fold this piece of paper to the right, like this, fold it in half, like this. And basically you do the same thing on all 7 other sides to make it flat, to flatten the whole model. So you fold them all to the right. Yeah, maybe this is kind of hard to demonstrate because the whole process is in 3D, so I can't really show you on the table like how I do it before. So maybe it's kind of hard to see how it's done, but I hope I'm demonstrating this clearly. So yeah, fold everything to the side, to the right. Now, after you've done that, you can flatten the model once again. Make sure the folds are precise so that it allows you to... You know what? Actually, I'm gonna use a tweezer to help me to make it precise. Here. Right. And now the next step is going to be a bit hard to demonstrate because it's going to happen in between these 2 layers, so you need to watch carefully not to do it wrong. Alright, you see this thing that you just folded, right? Now reverse fold it by half, following the existing crease lines. So here. Like this. I'm gonna just pull it closer. Alright. And now fold also along the existing crease lines. Fold these, or fold the angle bisector here. Fold it in there. Like this. See? You fold it in there like this. And also the part on the top. Do the same thing. Here. It's gonna look like this. Alright. Now what you need to do is similar to when you made these big spikes, you need to pull the inner layer out. Oh, sorry. You need to pull the inner layer out. But this is gonna be kind of hard. So, and normally I don't do it by hand. That's why I use a tweezer to help me. So pull out the inner layer. There's gonna be 2 layers, so pull out 1. That's on the inside. You stick this kind of in there. That's what I normally do, and expand it out. And you squash it down. Like this. And now you do the same thing on the bottom, or actually top here. You expand it from the inside and flatten it. Right? So it's gonna give you something like this. Just make sure you're doing the correct thing, right? Alright, you're done one, and here again comes the annoying part. Repeat the same step on 7 other inner layers, should I say? I'm not sure what you call this thing, but repeat it 7 more times. Again, I'm gonna use time lapse because it's gonna be too long. So yeah. I'm back from the time lapse, and if you made it through this far, congratulations, because that was the step that I find the most annoying, the most time consuming step. So if you're here now, the rest is going to be easy, unless you want to repeat the same stuff again, to repeat the same pattern in the center. So now it's time for magic to happen. You will see again, there's gonna be 8 small flaps that meet in the center. It's a familiar pattern, right? Because it was like this. So 8 of these meet in the center. Now 8 smaller ones now are in the center. So yeah, you fold them out as far as possible. Right? Now again, try to make this as precise as possible. I'm kind of running out of time now, so really I'm trying to do it fast, but you should take your time to make it precise. And use a tool to help you, like a tweezer or some kind of stick or something that's gonna help you to make the folds more precise. Okay, now we have completed 2 cycles of the pattern, so a big one and the smaller one near the center, right? Now fold it or flip it back to the other side, and now you will see a familiar octagon again, right? And this time, if you want to keep doing it, this is how far I'll go for this model. I'll just complete 2 cycles. If you want to keep doing, continuing the center more, you can always go back to earlier this video to repeat the same steps. Alright, now I'm just gonna keep folding like so. Yeah, if you have made this octagon small enough that you realize that you can't keep repeating this pattern anymore, or you just don't want to do it anymore, here's what you do. Alright, again, fold this angle here to the center, Alright, and do the same thing on, I forgot to say, only leave a crease line on this part of the paper. Right, I'll take it up closer so it's clearer. So like this, and again do the same thing 8 times. Alright, now we're gonna do the last step now. So the last step is gonna be similar to the last step of my color changing spiral. You fold 2 of the crease lines that you made and 1 line that connects the intersection point of the 2 crease lines and this angle here, and also there's gonna be a mountain fold line here. So like this, you bring them up. So first of all you fold it like this and you fold it over like this. So here, right? Now do the same thing 7 more times. So fold this like this and fold it over. And again, after you've gotten to the last few steps, unfold the previous, like 3 of them, I would say, would be good. And then fold them, and then keep doing the same steps. Right? Here, when you get here, again, you're just following the existing crease lines to fold the previous folds back together. And then when you get to the last one, you tuck this inside there, so inside the layers like this, and the whole model is gonna lock up itself, so it's not gonna loosen up, right, like this. Now when you flip it over, you will see basically the pattern here. So if you continue more, I have this one here, if you continue more it's gonna be smaller and smaller and smaller like this, and you're basically done. Yeah.